What if identity isn't something you discover, but something you design? What if the strongest, most disciplined, most aligned version of you doesn't appear by accident, but by intention? You are not here to find yourself. You are here to build yourself. Take a breath with me. Inhale clarity. Exhale confusion. Let's design your identity. You've probably been told your identity comes from your past, your upbringing, your personality type, or the mistakes you've made. Maybe it's your environment, but the truth is much simpler and much more powerful. Identity is a choice you make and a pattern you reinforce. Every single day, you are choosing either intentionally or by accident the kind of man you are becoming. The way you wake up, the habits you follow, the standards you set for yourself, the thoughts you allow to take root, the boundaries you hold, they are all quietly casting a vote for your identity. The problem is, most men are casting votes for an identity they don't actually want. They're living on autopilot, reinforcing patterns that keep them stuck. But that stops now. That stops today. There's a story about a sculptor who was asked, "How do you carve something so amazing from a simple block of stone?" He replied, "I look at the stone and I remove everything that is not the masterpiece, that is identity." You don't add greatness, you remove what blocks it. You don't add discipline, you strip away the excuses that get in the way. You don't add confidence, you chip away at the self-doubt that covers it. The masterpiece, the man you want to be, is already inside you, and your intention is the chisel. But here's the tension, the conflict most men face. They retrying to create a new identity while desperately protecting the habits of their old one. You cannot become the new man while still living like the old him. Something has to be removed for something greater to emerge. Here is the fundamental shift. Identity, inbuilt from the outside in. It's not about getting the right car or the right clothes to feel a certain way. Identity is built from the inside out. Your future identity takes shape through three powerful internal decisions. First, what you choose to believe about yourself. Second, what you choose to tolerate in yourself. And third, what you choose to repeat every single day. Beliefs lead to standards, and standards create habits. That is identity engineering. You are not waiting for the world to define you. You define yourself, and the world will adjust to your definition. Today, you stop being a passenger in your own life, and you become the architect of your identity. I want you to say these words, not as who you have been, but as who you are becoming. Repeat them in your mind. Feel them. I choose my identity. I design the man I become. I act with intention, not by accident. My habits match my purpose. My thoughts match my power. My standards match my potential. I remove what does not belong. I release what no longer aligns. I rise into the identity I choose. I am not controlled by my past. I am shaped by my decisions. I am built by intention. The man I become is the man I repeatedly choose. I think with clarity. I move with discipline. I live with purpose. This is my identity, chosen, created, and commanded. Let's look at the psychology behind this. Your brain has a mechanism called a self-schema. It's the internal blueprint of who you believe you are. Every habit, every decision, every reaction, and every emotion you have is filtered through this identity blueprint. When you intentionally redefine your identity, your brain literally begins to update that schema. New beliefs start to take root. New habits begin to feel normal. New, higher standards feel automatic. And the new behaviors you want require less effort, less willpower. Upgrading your identity reduces friction and increases discipline. You stop trying to become the man you want to be. You simply act like him because it feels natural. This is key. Identity precedes behavior, and your intention shapes your identity. Hear me on this. You are not a product of your past. You are a product of the identity you choose today. You are not limited by who you were. You are empowered by who you decide to become. You do not need permission from anyone. You need to make a decision. You need intention. You need alignment. The man you dream of becoming is not far away in the distant future. He is one identity shift away. Let's say it again, this time with full conviction. I choose who I become. My identity is intentional. My future is engineered. I am becoming the man I have decided to be. This isn't just motivation. This is transformation. Take one more deep breath with me. Inhale identity, exhale hesitation, and declare it for yourself. I am the architect of my identity. I am the designer of my destiny. I build myself by intention, by decision, and by disciplined action. This is identity engineering. This is personal leadership. This is your becoming. If this helps you see yourself not as a product of your past, but as the engineer of your future, share it with someone who needs this message today. Someone who needs permission to rebuild their life. Someone who needs clarity. Someone who needs direction. And in our next episode, number 13, we lines explore the intention of greatness and why the beliefs you choose right now will determine the future you ultimately create. Stay with me. Your becoming is accelerating. Thanks for watching.